All right, cool. All right, everybody. What's up? It's your boy Ginge, Big Freckles, more commonly known these days. I got my buddy, my real life friend, Mr. We'll call him Taco Tate, because that's what he's going by here. Say hello, Taco. Oh yeah, there's going to be some horrendous lag also. So yeah, we
Hello?
might. Yep, there he is. That was like a good 5 seconds later. That's okay. We're still going to be hanging out and having fun. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into this jam. Oh, hey, my buddy
Yes, sir.
Ichthus. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming by. Another Florida man. How you doing, sir? Getting our draw along. Taco doesn't have a camera, so it'll be actually look this little. There we go. I'll keep you on screen. Let's get this. There we are. Okay. All right, so I'm using. Well, I'll show you the piece that I'm going to use as a reference, but it's getting changed. But it's from the 1920s Nosferatu silent film. Technically not the original vampire silent film. I believe there was one before this called Vampire, spelled with a Y-R. That was like, I think like 1914 or 1912, something like that, like really early on. But yeah, I'm just going to be taking out that vampire and putting a big hulking guy. Hey, what's up, Frank? What up, man? Yes, exactly. Vampire, which I think it's actually based off a book. There's like 2 books that are earlier versions of the original vampire stuff, like before Bram Stoker. You had a vampire. I think the book was called Carmilla, and then you had also, I believe, Vampire. You like vampires, Bobby? You into vampires? Been on a vampire kick here lately. Oh, Taco Tate. Where did you go, my friend? A lag. Frank, if you're there, buddy, you're more than welcome to come hang out. Take this as well. Anybody? It's the lag of 1,000 dooms. See, I wish I knew what I was doing, guys. Ooh, I'm so glad you mentioned Buffy. I love Buffy, man. You're here. I no problem, absolutely. I'm watching Buffy right now. Actually, not right now, but like when I'm not doing things on stream. I actually picked this up used. Oh, let's get Bobby back. Oh shit, my buddy left. I picked this up used on Amazon the other day though. It's kind of a collection of short stories that apparently aren't all exactly canon, but there's I guess there's some connecting tissues for seasons 2 and 3 there. And yeah, and I actually just started season 2. I love Buffy. I'm also a Sarah Michelle Gellar simp. I have absolutely no problem saying that. Love me some Sarah Michelle Gellar. Bobby, you know Sarah Michelle Gellar? Buffy? Daphne
it's been a long time.
From the live action Scooby-Doos?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah, dude. She's been that's her. I mean, she's really been my kind of one of my dream girls. Like just her. You could say Jessica Alba as well, but yeah, I mean, oh dude, We've been watching, me and my girlfriend, we've been doing double features at night. So we'll watch the first, like we watched the first Scream movie, and then we went over to the first Final Destination movie. Right now, last night we finished Scream 3 and Final Destination 3. My word, dude. Woo, what a time. God damn, those movies are good. And Sarah Michelle Gellar was in the second one. Scream, those movies they are just incredible, dude. Like, it's just fascinating to watch Wes Craven, wrap up movies inside of movies. And then there's a scene you ever seen any of the Scream movies?
I think I saw the first one.
They're meant to be kind of silly. It's sort of like at that point in his career, Wes Craven, he's a big horror master, right? The dude that created Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Frank says he's been watching some Buffy clips. The Buffy musical has some good songs. I didn't know there was a Buffy musical. I'm not sure that I'm that into it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I've watched the Shrek musical. That one's got a great the Gingerbread Man too.
Wait.
Anyway,
I saw a picture of what Shrek looked like in the Shrek musical, and I was like,
it's horrifying. It's horrifying. I mean, you just could paint a giant man green. No, but yeah, Buffy's great. My introduction to that was season 4. I had just come across like season 4 randomly on DVD, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. It was good. I enjoyed it, but what really sold me on it was there's an episode. I think it's like maybe one of the more famous episodes. I think it's called the Hush episode, but it's done in all black and white, or almost entirely all black and white, and there's almost no words spoken, which and they nailed it too. Like, it's just because like these weird kind of like Lovecraftian type beings, if I remember correctly, but yeah. It's a great show, man. Buffy had a musical episode. It's part of the plot. Very well. No, it's good. I'll have to give Firefly another try. That was one that I've seen some episodes of. I've seen Serenity. I have a harder time. What's up?
You didn't watch Firefly?
Not in its entirety, no. I don't know what it is. It just... I don't know.
I can understand that. I don't know how to describe it.
People love it. I think it's probably the same thing people say about Buffy. That's why I'm interested in giving it another try, is that it's got Buffy, like, if I wasn't being open-minded, and again, a Sarah Michelle Gellar simp, because I mean, half of that show is me just thinking, oh wow. Like, also with like Final Destination, dude. Ali Larter in that movie. Like, I remember her being like really hot in Heroes. She was in Heroes, right? But man, dude, the 90s babes, the 90s horror babes. Like,
dude,
boy,
right?
what a
no, I'll tell you, like, my first big time crush, Leah Thompson in Howard the Duck.
Leah Thompson, good choice. Howard the Duck, that's also a funny choice. Hush was a really good episode. Yes, it was really interesting. And I remember reading it on the back of the box. That's like what sold me on trying the season. I was like, okay, it's like including the Emmy, Grammy, whatever award-winning, yada yada. I was like, all right, I'll try. But yeah, Howard the Duck. So what was it about Leah Thompson? Was it just the big old luscious? I guess I can't be too dirty. Never mind.
I really liked the punk rock thing, and she had the big curly, 90s hair.
Right.
It was all like just a lot of it. I've always had a thing for that kind of hair. I don't know why.
No, I get it.
Leah Thompson and Howard the Duck just was it.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yep. No, I love a punk rock goth babe. We're products of our time. Oh, you know what's funny though, dude? I've been watching the original Addams Family from the 50s, the black and white stuff. And I mean, dude, this is what I take away from this, because you do a little research and you find that Charles Addams, the guy that created the Addams Family, it's based off of a old time comic strip. So it wasn't necessarily a strip. It was more just like a comic panel. And it was like called The Addams Family. They also did a cartoon of it very early on. But Morticia is based off of, and Charles Addams was like, he loved ladies too. Like he had like 3 wives before it was all said and done. And Morticia Addams, by the time they hit the show, like she was kind of an amalgamation of his different wives. But so that was a dude that had a goth babe taste, and really brought it to like everybody else. He's like, check out goth girlfriends. Because I think Carolyn Jones, I believe that's her name, the original Morticia. Dude, she's a doll, bro. She's great. Frank says, I watched Firefly towards the middle. I hadn't heard of it until it was canceled or close to cancellation. Yeah, it's I've seen Serenity. I like sort of the what is it, the Reavers or whatever. Like you finally get to see the Reavers. I don't know. Again, like it was super campy and it kind of I didn't like it at the time, but that would probably be the same complaint people would have about Buffy. So I'm willing to give it a try. All right, let me draw some windows. This is the problem with these streams, is you will just yap.
Yeah, I literally just put pencil to paper.
Oh God. No.
My mom was a big Buffy fan. She fucking loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Right on. Dude, once you get past the first few episodes, like I was saying, if I hadn't wanted to get into it and give it a try, I absolutely would have turned it off. Like the moment it got started, episode 1, I can see like, okay. Yeah, by like episode 5, they're really into it, and then by episode 7, it's like a noticeable increase in just everybody's comfortable in their new job. So yeah, but no, episode 1. But honestly, I noticed the same thing about the first 3 episodes of the Addams Family. It kind of took them a minute to get in the swing of things. So yeah, I'm glad I stuck around. And I have even gotten some ish for being a Buffy fan, Ryan. If you're lurking in the chat here.
You got some shit for being a Buffy fan?
Oh, it's just from a good friend of mine who's
I get that.
Rightfully so, honestly. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, I've sort of, the only reason I'm so open about talking about it now is I've done it a few times, like just in public on my own channel and on others. So it's like, all right, I gotta own it now.
I feel
but
that.
It's fun. Okay,
Yeah, I caught some shit the other day at work for liking anime.
Oh.
I was like, how are you gonna hate anime?
Yeah, also, who doesn't know that you like anime? It's like Bobby.
That's awesome. Like, I am not like shy about telling people either.
Yeah, that's a good segue. So what have you been watching? Actually, I know you were into Demon Hunter last time we talked. Is that you still watching that?
Oh yeah, Demon Hunter was the new movie is fucking fantastic.
Oh, I've heard that, and I heard it did gangbusters too, like in terms of box office in Asia. Like it's
I'm sure it did very well in Asia.
That's good,
like,
actually.
it did well over here, like all things considered. But like,
yeah,
I can only imagine how well it did over there.
Are you still keeping up with the show? You still watching it?
Well, yeah. The movie was the last thing to come out. They're really taking their time because the animations are ridiculous. Fantastic.
Yeah. It is a pretty show. Yeah, I've seen like definitely the first 2 episodes, maybe like 3 or so. I don't recall, but nothing really past that. But yeah, like the snow and the fight scenes. Really, I just like looking at the background. That's one of those shows like Samurai Champloo, another absolutely fantastic show that's beautifully animated all around. But like the backgrounds on that show, they're almost like little landscape pieces. Really, that's what it can look like when you take it seriously.
Samurai Champloo, I've also watched that one. That one was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
That was
dude, yeah.
Definitely a good one.
Created a movement, bro. Samurai Champloo, just like in terms of the musical genre. That guy, the guy that did the soundtrack for that, Dajabe, I think his name is something like that. I know I'm butchering the pronunciation of that, but he's yeah, like if I'm not even mistaken, he created with the Samurai Champloo soundtrack. He created that hip hop samurai kind of feel, like that mixing. I mean, he didn't mix for the first time, right? But those two styles and the way it's sort of turned into chill hop now, that guy's pretty much largely responsible for that.
Oh, like I would say I have at least the ending and the opening, and a couple of OSTs, like insert songs, on my phone, like downloaded, ready to listen to.
The Way of the Samurai. Let me answer these here. Frank says, I was a big Buffy fan. I haven't seen the episode in years. I had most of the seasons until I pawned them for extra money. I bought a crossbow because of a crossbow pistol. That's a fair trade-off, actually. You can't even argue with that. Is your Indiegogo campaign still going? It absolutely is, actually. We just hit the first week, the first 7 days of the second month. So, yeah, we are literally just starting out on the second month. Hey, Frank, thanks for coming by, buddy. It's great chatting with you. I'll catch you around. Frank has his own YouTube channel and is also an artist and creates comic books as well. And he's also backed my book. Thank you again, Frank.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing like full body.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to draw like the whole the complete figure.
Mm-hmm.
Up until this point, it's only been a what do you call it? Like heads. Like I do probably about the collarbone up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do a lot of that. I do a lot of that myself. Here's.
Well, I see. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I've done two pieces where I drew the whole body. One, I straight up copied. I wouldn't say copy. I drew it by hand. You know, I didn't trace it or nothing, but it was Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah. Yeah, right on. Great series of games. I think I was talking about Kingdom Hearts last time on the stream. I have a Keyblade. There. For any intruder foolish enough to bust up into my domain, they will be locked away.
In a coffin?
Hey, good one, buddy. I was going to say in pain, but in a coffin. That's fine. Ultimately, where they will end up. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, but yeah, man. Figure drawing, that's definitely something to do.
And it is difficult.
That it is. That's sort of one thing that I'll focus on. Like if I don't like how a piece comes out, but I like that Green Knight thing that I was working on for a couple weeks. It was just sort of meant to be a throwaway thing, but I liked how the body language came out. So I was like, all right, well, for practice sake, keep on. Yeah, with this, I'm just trying to get perspective right on this, actually, because these are going to be some windows in the background.
What you doing over there?
I'm going to have a big vampire type, huge hulking beast right about here. And it's going to be a tree right back here. And yeah, I'm just trying to get these windows up here to look like they're far and back. And that's what I'm using this Nosferatu photograph from. Because I'm basically just taking out old Nos here and making him bigger and not sitting down. like he is in this photograph. Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
That song. You know what? I'm not gonna shit on Nickelback. Moving on. I actually like some of their music. I mean, I don't like that song. I just don't like that type of stuff. Like, but I like their what is it? What's that one about Pantera, Dimebag Darrell, Bullets? Is it? I know that's a Creed song, but I think there's a anyway. I will take my hat off to, speaking of goth babes from the 90s, I will take my hat off to the lead singer of Nickelback for, he's been married to like Avril Lavigne for like some years now. So yeah, another, if you liked, punky, sort of attitudey, like goth babes from the 90s, there you go.
Heck yeah, that's definitely my my speed.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna sit and fuck around with these windows. Let's do this.
I've been watching this dude on YouTube. He does he'll like take anime characters from popular shows like Bleach, and he'll say, okay, so he'll take the Akatsuki from Naruto,
Yep,
and he'll draw them as the Espada from Bleach, which the Espadas are like souls turned bad. It's a lot, but yeah, he does really good. I like fucking. I've that's what's like kind of struck up this wanting to draw so bad.
good, dude. Yeah, absolutely. It's funny you mentioned the other day when we were texting. You'd mentioned you wanted to get into Tyke Kubo, right? The dude that does Bleach. Like, you wanted to study his art.
Yeah,
I follow specifically on Twitter like Tyke Kubo art, just because, yeah, man, like his style, it's really great. Like, just the way he draws, his angles are really interesting. I know mangas, Japanese comic books, but I do feel like he's got a big kind of dynamic American comic book positioning, the way he kind of does some of his artwork. There's a lot of great stuff that just over the years I've saved, but yeah, I like his work in Bleach. That's one I need to. I've never got past. I think we've chatted about this. Who's the Renzo? I think I never got past the Renzo Ichigo fight. I think they're fighting over Rukia at some bridge.
Oh, you talking about Byakuya? You're talking about Rukia's brother?
Yeah, I know that. I know that's involved. It's around that time, but I've seen the Renzo fight. That redheaded dude with like this. He's got like a chainsaw.
Why is Renji?
Is it Renji? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I should know his name.
Yeah, but it's like the spirit realm. It's like the second arc, probably, right? Maybe.
Yeah,
third.
you're still in the Soul Society arc, which is a lot of people consider one of the best arcs.
Yeah, I'm just lazy. Right now, actually, we're watching Yu Yu Hakusho. We're like 17 episodes into that. I want to finish Yu Yu Hakusho, and then I will probably move on to Bleach, partially because it's I guess they're bringing it back, which could be good, could be bad. What are you thinking? Have you heard anything that excites you?
Well, I know what they're bringing back is basically they stopped. They didn't do the full anime they didn't do the full manga. So the last saga of the manga is what they're doing. They're doing it's the 1,000-year Blood War arc.
Interesting. That's a hell of a name. And also smart. That's smart. I don't know if they did that on purpose in terms of like, with the forethought of down the road, it's like, look, we don't even have to write new shit. It's like, look, we'll just use this. We already know this works. I actually kind of think that's a clever way to do it, as opposed to having to come up with shit on the fly, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you just pull from the book directly, and it's the final chapter of the book, so it's not. They'll probably do some new material, you think, but it's like basically, the final. Are they doing more manga? Is the book completed?
Well, they wrote. He finished it off. It was like they had so many chapters in Shonen Jump, and then Shonen Jump decided. Well, I don't know if they decided if it's Shonen Jump per se, but someone decided to give him another shot. Not because it wasn't good, but they gave him a certain amount of chapters to finish it, and I know I have to stop drawing right now because I got really into it. But
So what? He wasn't able to meet time constraints, or he was.
Well, he met him, but he rushed a lot of stuff, and that's what upset a lot of fans. Was because Kenpachi. I know you've seen. I'm pretty sure you've seen Kenpachi.
Yes, yeah, he's the super brutal looking dude with the eye.
Yeah. He's my favorite character.
Right.
They basically in the part where you're at, he can't even talk to his sword. Like his sword doesn't say anything to him. He can't say anything to his sword. They can't communicate. And the way you get your Bankai and your Shikai is by talking to your sword, learning stuff through your sword and finding I don't want to spoil anything.
No,
but basically,
definitely don't spoil anything, because it will be one that I might get into. I'm actually kind of excited about it. Just it's going to be a good action-y time, but yeah, without spoiling anything, see what you can do there.
Yeah. So basically, his story gets a little fleshed out in that, and they had to rush it, so you didn't get to see a whole lot of it, and it upset a lot of fans. And that happened with a lot of characters.
Dang. Well, that's a shame. Can't rush your masterpiece. I think they'd give him a little bit of leeway, considering he's got that big dick Bleach money, right? Probably not money, but like you get me.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, come on, man. Bleach is a thing, guys. What are y'all doing? Seems strange, but I don't know. Yeah, but I like the way that they're doing it, though. It's a much more. My girlfriend's been watching Super, and she's pretty deep into it at this point. I think I don't recall exactly how far, but I don't think she's at the purple guy yet, Champa or whatever.
Well, Beerus is the skinny one. Champa's the fat one. That's his
yeah,
brother.
yeah. She's I don't think she's met him yet. But let me say hello. Oh God, here we go. What's up, Jake? Tight, big dick, cube. That's a interesting connection of words there. What's up, Joe? How you doing, King Toad, Joe Ball? Well, Jake, that's you, Jake. Trying to put words into my mouth. Let me turn my ringer off so I'm not blasting people's ears. Jake is trying to put dicks into people's mouths. This man. Just kidding. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Thanks for coming by. Jake, you can come hang out if you want, buddy. Mr. Jake, probably drawing some skeletons. Joe, you can come hang out too if you want. I'm just hanging out. Anyways, Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm in that right now. It's at the everything. This is like my number one complaint with anime, and I guess it's basically for no reason. Let me get Jake this. Everything's a tournament, but it's basically, I forget what the name of the tournament is, but we're at the where they each go through sort of like big challenge. It's like the four Saint Beasts. That's what it is, right? The four Saint Beast challenge. Kuwabara. It's basically right before the final battle between Yusuke and I forget whatever his name is. The guy that's the ruler of the castle. But I do love it in terms of it was a classic anime that I enjoyed back in the day.
I've never watched it.
Dude.
I have been told so many times that I need to watch it.
You like Hunter x Hunter?
I love Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, done by the same guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This was his show beforehand. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he was he is married to the Sailor Moon lady. So I think he's on that Sailor Moon train. You know what it is. No, I don't know. But yeah. No. But no, it's a really great show, bro. Definitely give it a try. Where are we watching? I think it's on Hulu. And the ending song, such a catchy little. Hey, Jake.
I heard anime and I pounced on it.
I knew it. I actually kind of had a feeling like we'd start talking about it. It's like blood in the water. Welcome, buddy. Have you seen Yu Hakusho?
Yeah, parts of it.
Yeah, right on.
Hey, Taco.
It is a good show. Really, it's an interesting way they build it off. Like, it almost kind of feels a little slow. It's just like classic 90s. But I like it in comparative, like, throwing you right in there, I guess. I mean, they make Yusuke do some work before he has, like, the Spirit Shotgun, which I think he's going to get at the end of this tournament. So, I mean, he can only fire his gun a few times at this point, and we're almost 20 episodes in. So, it's a little bit slower in the build-up, but it's fun to watch the other characters as well. So, go in the. A slide whistle for just these nice awkward quiet moments. Exactly. You just pull it out. Jake, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, Jesus.
I am currently drawing a promo poster for my Twitter.
I saw that one you did earlier. Bonies.
What?
What was it, for all your bonies poster? Did I read that wrong? I read it like homies, but bonies. And then I made a joke to myself about, I was going to say boners, but I was like, probably wouldn't be that funny anyways.
Oh, so you missed out on the Moby Dick post that I posted.
Oh. It's like go ahead.
Like an hour after I was posting that Bonies thing, I had like an art rush, and then I did that Captain Ahab like stabbing Moby Dick.
Nice. Very brutal.
Now I'm working on a poster for an upcoming show that I'm going to be attending on 9/11.
Hey, never forget it. Hey, what's up, Pops? Pops Van Zant popping in.
What's up, Pops?
The man himself. How you doing, sir? What show are you going to, Jake? Is it a local joint?
I can actually show you. This would be a perfect opportunity to sneak preview.
Yes, I also wanted to throw in, did Charles Dickens commission you for anything else as well? He got you on the Moby Dick feet? No?
No, that's Henry Melville. What the hell?
Is it? See, I don't know anything, buddy.
Oh, yeah, classics, man.
All right, what do we have here?
So the channel I'm going to go on is called From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And he's hosted me once graciously back a couple of months. So I'm going there for part 2, and we recorded it this last Sunday. That's why I didn't show up on the stream the other night.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So 9 p.m. CT.
Oh, I see.
September. I'll be
Yes,
there.
yes. Oh, and you know what's funny is that I'll just stop. See, I like to say crazy shit. I was just gonna say those 11s kind of resemble the Twin Towers in a way, but that would be in poor
I was,
taste.
I was thinking of it, I mean, like, fuck the ones and the towers. I mean, like, fuck. Come on,
little bit.
I gotta
Just a
grow the
little.
fuck up.
You know what? That's all right. On your own time.
All
A
the
little
time.
bit each day.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've seen this YouTube before.
Yeah. The guy Jody McPhee, he knows how to keep a table turning and talking for quite a
Very
while.
good.
We did like 2 hours and 10 minutes this time. Last time we did 2 hours and almost like 3 hours, I think.
Right on.
And then there was like additional chatting like after the show too. So we went on for about 4 hours. So practically talking for about 6 hours, and I was so socially drained, like my batteries were like fried. I kicked back and I couldn't do anything else.
I have a feeling. Days you just need a really long nap. Like you keep like that's sort of been the bane of my existence here. It's like I really don't even like naps, to be honest. Just in general,
Mhm.
to me, the idea that my body forces me to stop doing what I want to do in order to sleep. Like I get sleep, that's one thing. That's fine. Like all right, sleep. That makes sense. But a nap, it's like no. We'll sleep later. But then there's just some days, like especially after like a long week of streaming, where it's like all right, you're dead.
If there's one thing that I do love, like sleep-wise, just like to nap, is to ride the bus and sleep. It's the best. I don't know why, but the seats are so comfy.
Right on, buddy.
Like this, the steel frame of it is just so fucking hard, but I can't help myself from sleeping on hard surfaces. It's the best thing.
I see. Okay.
I still feel like a child. I had some dirty jokes there I thought of.
Oh, go on, spill it.
I can't.
Go ahead, Bobby. No, go ahead. It's all good. Yeah. You might be having some wine.
No, you're good. I was just like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go do it.
Bobby, now you're teasing me. Cock teasing me? What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Bro.
I can't help it.
Once you get Bobby started, be careful, because he's a live wire, this guy over here.
Oh, all right. Are you sure that this is rated TV? What is it called? MLSV? Yeah, I think it's
No, definitely. I don't really know how I'm doing it over here, to be honest. I'm basically,
Wait.
in terms of
What is your
rating,
setting?
yeah, we're pretty much. It's like I'm not getting on it.
Hmm.
So with that, I'd rather just have fun on my channel. Like I don't think, really, I'd like to do other stuff too, like YouTube clips of like just stuff that makes me laugh. Like they played it on Shane Davis's channel. I had to him, but I don't know if that's why he played it or not. But it was just something I had sent him to him for do this on as well. Have y'all seen this video of this lady at Target to be on some kind of drug, and she's just talking to this guy, and she's like, she's screaming at him, "I'm trying to help you, motherfucker."
Oh yeah.
Yes, I remember this clip. That was so
Dude,
fucking wild.
I saw that, and I had to watch it like 30 times in a row. You laugh every time. Like, but yeah, stuff like that. I watched one of this guy who sits on his balls. He's like on stage. He just accidentally sits on his balls. I watched that like twice a year, and it brings me to tears.
Bro, I remember you showed me that, dude. You were laughing so hard. Like literally, he was dead ass was like tearing up. He was laughing so hard.
Wait,
It's
one
the
guy
more
with
you
jar?
watch it. Well, you know what? Can I pull it up? You know, I'm just gonna pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. It's like the more you, it's very short. It's just 10 seconds. But guys, look, it's literally as soon as I type guy sits on balls. Here we are. All right, and it's on loop.
Okay.
It's got a loop. Let me get this pulled up here. Hang on. Get past the ad. No, it's like you take it in the first few times, then you're like, all right, and then you look at his face, and it's like the longer you watch it, the more of his face you're able to like, your eyes are able to make out, and it's like it just becomes funnier. You fall into this image like it's some kind of cursed well.
What the fuck?
I sound like a crazy. All right, let me get this up.
No, it sounds believable. But
Dude, it's funny because
probably-
he just goes, "Oh," and you know exactly what he feels. You know exactly what he's thinking.
oh, shit.
Share audio. All right, share. All right, can we see it?
Right.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
here we
sir.
go. I don't even know if there's any audio. All right, there's the one, right? Look at how sad his mouth. Just you can see the black of it. Like,
Oh my god. Oh.
it hurt and shocked this man.
He said, "Ah," but he's like too old or too like sore or something to fucking really like act the way he wants to. He just ooh.
You're on stage and nobody noticed.
Like that guy, he had raisin balls that day. They were drooping so bad and just like sticking so bad onto his leg that it was just ripe opportunity for smashing.
You see these? I actually have tears. I don't know if you can see them. It's made me cry.
What the fuck?
Anyway. Whew. Sometimes you need that. I feel a little bad because I'm literally laughing at this guy's suffering, but that's slapstick. I like slapstick comedy. Jim Carrey, come on, let's blame Jim Carrey for this round of psychopaths walking the earth. Can we do that?
All right,
Everybody
yeah,
on-
I can
on
do
board?
it.
Yeah?
I can.
What? Blaming Jim Carrey? What for?
Yeah. Well, nothing really. Being a great actor, making us laugh. I'm just
Fucking
talking
excuse
trash.
me, 21? Are you... No, was it 21 or 24? Either of those numbers.
Seven.
No, 27. 27 was...
Yeah, Dr.
Wow.
Fingerling. That is a really great movie.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I genuinely don't know at this point. I'm starting to have like... I
Are
hear
you
that it was
becoming
good on
that
Sonic.
Yeah.
That's the last time I heard that it was like playing to his strength.
I mean, yeah, Dr. Eggman is certainly a Jim Carrey kind of character. Yeah, I actually enjoyed Sonic quite a bit. What else? Yes Man, that's another movie of his. Actually, The Mask, that was one of the first movies I can remember being put in front of me as a kid. Just for people, like my mom. It's just one of those movies. But yeah, The Mask, that was one I loved and watched as a kid. The Cable Guy, that's another all-time classic Jim Carrey joint.
Ginge, I think your mom fucked you over. Or fucked you up. Putting you in front of fucking... with a mask? What the hell?
Bro, it's I mean...
I think that was one of those decisive formative moments in your childhood that really grew into your tastes. I think we found it.
I actually think so in a way. Like, I definitely think a lot of like the silliness of that. Like, I would say, I mean, yeah, that like Sam Raimi. That's another dude that I was a big fan of. Like, and just in some of my writing, like I'm a big fan of body humor and like body parts doing things. Like, I've got a story where like some body parts come alive. Like it's that type of thing. Everybody's influences from their childhood kind of seep through, but I am kind of thankful that I was into the kind of stuff that I was into as a kid. just because of where I'm at today. Worked out, God dang it. It's still real to me, damn it.
It's still real to me, damn it.
That guy, bro.
I
gotta love
respect it though. I respect it.
It's certainly cringe, and the way the wrestlers respond is appropriate, I think. They're all like, "Oh man, well, just take it easy, guy." But
Oh, dude, wrestling was ruined for me. Like, I wouldn't say immediately, but like when I was like 8 years old.
Damn.
At that point, I thought it was still real, you know.
oh, it's
And
still
then
real
my grandfather was like, "You know it's fake, don't you?"
Oh no, I know,
shit.
bro.
Fuck.
Yeah. A shame.
Yep. I was like, "Oh, yeah, you know, that's ended."
Yeah.
The way that I like gathered from it, because wrestling has never been a big thing except for like VHS, is that wrestling is sort of like a theater in a sense.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
So like you
Yeah.
watch for like the you watch it for like the build up, because that's sort of like the drama, and then all the just like climax is like fucking comics, like superhero comics. Everything's just like physical tension, and then just like faces and heels against one another, and when the ring is like on fire. And then you have like the aftermath.
Yeah, I remember I was probably like 12 or so when my dad. I just remember being in front of the TV. Like, I think there was actually a lawsuit in like the late 90s. Actually, I think it was when WWF had to cross over to WWE due to that. The World Wildlife Federation had brought a lawsuit on them. And and I think it had come out there or something like that. But anyways, there was a lawsuit where they had got some former wrestlers to kind of spill the beans. And then my dad told me, but I remember that. Yeah, I was sitting on the living room floor in front of the TV. He basically said the same thing. And no, I didn't know. It's like, how was I supposed to know? But it's like, no, you ruined it, damn it.
It was real to me, damn it.
Sadly.
Yeah, it was sad. 'Cause, like, dude, Rey Mysterio was kicking ass. I'm fucking like, yeah, let's watch wrestling. And my grandfather's like,
619.
exactly. Right. My grandfather's like, I don't want to watch that shit. And I'm like, what? Why? It's awesome. He was like, it's fake. What do you mean? It does not seem fake. And then,
So what was your grandpa's taste then? Was he watching like Gunsmoke or something? Like, what did he want to watch?
He liked
So
he liked
fucking
watching
out of the blue.
he liked watching stuff like John Wayne stuff. That was his thing.
Yeah, guns.
It was like, hey,
Right.
Paw, you know that was fake, don't you?
Yeah. It's like they're both scripted. So how about I enjoy my television and you enjoy yours? But no, it's like telling a kid Santa Claus isn't real, which that was one I didn't get to enjoy either.
Yeah.
I've kind of tried to decide how I'm going to handle that. I don't have any kids, but at some point I imagine I will. And I've kind of I've thought about it. I have thought about it. I'm not really concerned about the people say, oh, you want to lie to your kids? It's like, I mean, is it really lying? Is it lying by definition? Yes. And are we getting into the moral gray area? I suppose, but not really, guys. It's Santa Claus. I mean, can we have some fun? Can we have some fun? If we can't have any fun, what are we doing here?
No, listen.
Legit.
The moment that you can like tell kids that Santa isn't real is the only fucking pleasure moment that you will ever have in your whole grown adult life. That is sort of like
Who hurt you?
the bliss. That is sort of like the bliss that you experienced as a kid when you believed Santa was real has come back to you now that you can unveil the lie. Just for a fucking sliver of a moment, you can feel resignation.
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm with Bobby on this one, buddy.
Ask Santa when he gave me the fucking when he gave me the sled for Christmas, and I drove that fucker straight into a fucking rock.
Santa just fucked with the brakes on the sled or something. It's like,
Brakes? Are you kidding me? He had fucking strapped fireworks on that shit like it was what's it called, the Griswolds.
Dude, the Griswolds is so good.
Yeah, I know. It's real good. That second movie, I like that one.
Yeah, we don't have snow here. Bobby and I are from Florida, so we've gotten like some, last year, like, what's funny is if we've gotten like, I wouldn't say snow, but I mean, I've stepped outside and found like some layer of heavy frost that, it's conceivable that had the temperatures continued down, it might have snowed. I mean, it's like a thick layer of frost, but I wouldn't qualify it as snow, I suppose.
Sure, there's snow in fucking Florida. You gotta go to Miami. They're coming spoonful. What the hell?
Ooh. Good one, buddy. Not talking about that one, then. I'm about ready to quit penciling for I'm being dramatic. Let me stop. I've erased everything I've drawn. We're 51 minutes into this shit.
Dude, it took me so long. I barely got the fucking pose down. And I still don't have it where I like it.
Yeah, I just don't know what I'm drawing.
Are you using any references?
Yeah, but I'm kind of threw that plan out the window because I couldn't get the backgrounds. See, I'm focusing on it I'm focusing too much on it instead of just getting it down and then going back and doing it nicer. But
well, instead of just focusing on referencing, you can just start doing a study instead. Less stress.
Less fuss, was it? I don't know. Less fuss, more muss. I don't know. What was that old saying?
Something like that. Whoops.
Can you guys believe that Jesse James cheated on Sandra Bullock all those years ago? America's sweetheart.
Who?
No, nothing.
See, this is like, oh fuck, yes, finally they got the Junji Ito book now. Oh my god. Sorry,
Hey.
I had like a slight moment there.
Hello. Yes. What's up, Ashton? My buddy Leo. How you doing, sir? He's got a great
Ashton?
YouTube channel for comic-related, all kinds of comic stuff, comic reviews, comic book movies. And his reviews are also really fair and honest and come drama-free. So if you're actually just looking for somebody with, a fair take and not interested in the political back and forth, then yeah, check out.
He's very objective.
Yeah. And he's also a probably certified Looney Tune, so gotta watch out for him out there in the murder shed. Just messing with him.
There was more though.
Yep. We've had Ashton on our YouTube channel. I think he was actually our second guest. Kind enough to come chat with us. All right, give me one. All right. So yeah, I'm using this, Jake. I'm not sure if you were here earlier when I showed it. Here's the reference I'm using. It's from Nosferatu, the movie back in which they're getting a reboot of next year, by the way, which might be interesting to you, Ashton. Actually, he says super sick right now. He thinks one of his victims was sick. That is the danger. That's the danger of being there's a mouse pad. That's the danger of being a homicidal maniac in this new normal we live in, everybody. No, but I've heard wind of a Nosferatu remake next year coming from the guy that did The Lighthouse and The Witch, both of which were great movies. So, I mean, it's got potential, I think. And I think they're both A24, so it would be like an art house kind of deal, which would be good, yeah.
I wouldn't have any against that. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm cautious just because I feel like an abused spouse, dude. Like I can't. It feels foolish to get excited for movies these days, but yeah, I mean, if considering the guy's work, like slow, thoughtful horror and the creative effects, and then also the black and white from The Witch, or I'm sorry, from the Lighthouse. Yeah, I'm interested.
I'm surrounded with a lot of people who do feel that the movie industry sort of like failed them in a way, or like that movies aren't being produced well enough anymore. And I don't know. I really watch even like new movies. There's always something old that I can just fall back onto.
Yep.
It's not like I've seen every fucking movie in the world either, so I shouldn't hold myself to like a certain standard that I gotta follow up with the times.
Yeah.
And I'm just like listen to people that I do trust on their judgment whenever there's like a movie popping up, or if there's some like negative reception or mixed with perception, because then that's an indicator that the movie's actually good in this climate.
Yeah. Yep. That's sort of how Sonic was. Like, they wanted it to be bad from the start. Joker, they also wanted that to be bad from the start. Both of those movies Joker. I enjoyed. Oh yeah, yeah.
The Joker is fucking excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's potential here. I actually agree with that. I definitely do kind of feel let down, I guess. Like it's almost on me at this point to just stop getting excited for them. You know what I mean? It's like, why am I getting excited for them? It's like, it's just a question to ask yourself, and like a way you can almost examine your behavior. It's like, why am I getting excited about this? It's a thing I like. It's like, okay, but yeah, it's just something some guy created. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can sort of probably postmodern deconstruct it all day, but I don't know. It does seem foolish to keep getting excited, but yeah.
Yeah, there's been a couple of like people around my circles who have definitely wanted some more streamlined, more value, like black and white in a way, or just like straight up just good versus evil. You know, like back in the 80s and 90s and all that stuff, because it's just slightly turned away from that stuff because it's all focusing too much about diversity and all that crap that. Los Angeles is influencing like the movie industry right now.
Yeah.
Then again, I wouldn't hold them to like account to like produce anything, because they gotta go what the market decides or whatever they feel like the silver tongue would tickle them in their ears. And then I'm just watching 4 movies or whatever if I get the chance. Because like I'm not like super withholden to watch only American movies. I need to catch up in my own country and my own like regions. So it's not like really hard to do that.
What are some big other sort of big cultural differences between? You're from Iceland, right? Where are you from again?
Fuck's sake.
No, not Iceland.
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands? Are you from the Netherlands?
Taco,
Greenland.
stop it. I get fucking memed on. I think I get fucking memed on by everybody that I'm from the fucking Netherlands. No, I'm not from the Netherlands. I'm from Norway. God damn it.
Damn it.
They both start with N.
Are there big sort of storytelling differences in the horror departments there? Like what's Norwegian? What's like the biggest Norwegian horror movie?
The biggest Norwegian horror movie?
Great question.
When was the last great one? I think it was Troll Hunter.
Are there not many? Is it not a thing down there?
No, so I gotta like
All right.
break down the business over here because the way that you get funds for movies aren't done in the traditional sense like you would expect like a private industry would get cash. So no, Ashen, you stop, you fucker. Don't do that.
Ginge, is this Netherlands? Ginge, is this Netherlands guy bothering you? I don't know. He's a what do y'all got, like pierogies over there?
Oh my god,
Oh,
stop
man,
it,
I have to
guys.
take some pierogies
I'm
to
fucking
calm the
shaking.
situation down.
I'm fucking shaking right now. Damn it. No, so instead of having like people with connections and networking, etc., 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 or like big, big pockets, putting in money for funding, it's usually done by governmental like supervision or assistance. So you can get an amount of budget support from the state, all accordingly to their own like conditions and set things. So that it has to like go through some like regulation or regulatory body, which is it's kind of sucks, but that's part of the course. Usually you get like either one country to do that or several other countries along with small production firms that are involved with the development of the movie. It doesn't have to be necessarily the de facto one, as it can be like smaller studios that could help out with the support. But the way that you like gain cash is usually through like a big budget risk from like spending from own pocket, plus the governmental like support and pooling of resources. And I think like one of the only movies that really did that without like any backing aside from like governmental grants was Cold Prey from
Right.
Cold Prey from 2006. That's a slasher movie.
Oh. Okay. That's a Norwegian slasher movie? Or Norway?
Yeah.
That's not Norwegian, is it?
Yeah, it's a Norwegian slasher movie.
Okay. Sorry. I sound like a moron. There we go. Now. Okay, cool. I have to check that out. Do you like it? Is it
I like the
I'm
first
sure you've.
one.
Oh, okay.
The
So it's a
second and
series.
third one. The second and third one weren't so good. The third one is a prequel.
Is it sort of like I don't know, I mean, is it sort of like Jason inspired? I'm kind of getting that feel.
Yeah. So it's like it's sort of like a Friday the 13th, but instead of like a camp, it's like a mountain hotel. So a couple of like young adults or like a group of adults are going up to the Jotunheim and they are going there skiing, but one of them accidentally break their legs in a bad like landing, and so instead of driving back to like any town down the mountain, which would take like forever, they instead take him to this motel, not a motel, but mountain hotel. So you get like imagine like hotel tours from The Shining, but it's all snowed in and abandoned.
Okay.
Or like the Torrance Hotel. What the fuck am I talking about? The hotel in The Shining, just like all desolate.
It was. I think it's called. It's actually what Ashton says. He's Shining vibe.
Yep.
Okay.
And so there's this guy who's in there, who's like sort of like a mountain man, who starts hunting them. it's really nice tension, or like nice movie. Just imagine the guy from like My Bloody Valentine, but instead of a mining gear, he's got like mountain gear on.
Okay. Dig it.
What is it called?
Kinda-
Valentine's Day? I don't remember. It's the one like slash movie on like Valentine's with the miner.
I think it's called. They've done it a lot of times. Like they just keep releasing it every 6 years or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of like
Okay.
snowy movie, I haven't watched Black Christmas in a while.
Oh yes, I actually watched the original of that earlier this year. I liked it.
Yeah,
Class.
I liked the 2010 one too. It was really nice.
The remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I we've been doing. I said this at the start of the stream, but you didn't catch it. Bobby gets. But no, I've been. My girlfriend at night. We've been doing Scream. We've been doing the Scream, and then Destination. So like, we just finished third of each last night. Yeah. So like you were saying that there's so much great stuff to go back and watch now. It's like, oh yeah, like I've been having the time of my life watching these. I've already seen the Final Destination movies, but not really the Scream movies. And dude, and not really enough to sit there and actually pay attention to them and just sit kind of wowed at the way Wes Craven just writes a whole story and then wraps another story inside of it. It's like, it's fun. Those movies are really fun, and you know, I definitely enjoyed them. Ashton says when he catches the human centipede time. Ooh, okay, right on. Actually enjoyed that first movie. Fucked up and crazy, but yeah, those human centipede movies. First one. The third one's also kind of gross. One's gross. You guys ever see the third one where I think they're trapped in a prison?
I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a while since I saw like anything like that transgressive, like that and Hostel and shit.
Oh, I love Hostel.
Hostel 1 was really tight, but that was because of Eli Roth on the whole production.
Yeah, and Tarantino, I think, was pretty head being there for Eli Roth. But that's quite a bit, and just as the way he did this. So, I'm here yapping. Oh, I'm just.
You're not coming through clearly. You're going to have a connection problem, I think.
No, you sound good with me.
No, then it must be like me, who's on far out, like across the sea.
Well, it's all good. Is this better? Is it better for you?
Yeah, it works now.
Okay. Hooray. My race. Yeah, human movies. I've seen the third topped halfway through because it's gross. Tusk a lot. I like, like, I guess those would classify as that. I mean, Doc Thrill. You gotta get your. Anybody? Joking. I was hoping somebody'd hop in with some depravity with me so I wouldn't sound like the only lunatic, but such is life. Just working out this eye over here. Kind of Right. Watch Final Destination 4 and Scream, and then from Rare Day, yeah, I think Scream have come year.
What?
But 5 or 6, I don't know, but I was looking yesterday just to see where they were. I think it's 5. I think they're up to
it
4.
should be like 5.
Yeah, out in January. But it's, you look it up, scheduled for January. Looks like they've been. It looks like they're out in 20. But yeah, the pandemic, yada yada, all that. But I mean, look, it so happens. Well, there it is. Yeah, I've noticed that Nosferatu stuff is kind of popular, which is good. That old saying, every cycle. I've also noticed that about books as well. Just like the indie scene. Yeah, you've got a good handful of superhero stuff, but then you've also got a good people that are doing, other genres, sci-fi, western, horror. So it is.
Yeah.
It's strange. Like
The guy that I know who's working on his own comics is really like utilizing those Universal monsters for all that it's worth, or like not Universal monsters per se, but like really old movies now. So he's done like Metropolis, combined with Frankenstein, and now he's been working on a Nosferatu comic in his little like universe that he's setting up.
Oh, yeah. I picked that vampire. I do like the look.
What now?
The Nosferatu style vampire. Shrek, like lengthy, crazy looking teeth. I also like the traditional style. Well, the fangs.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, and I've honestly never seen Twilight. I think I've seen a girlfriend tried to make me read the first book when it came out, and I tried like the first chapter, and I couldn't give a shit. Never picked it back up.
See, I have a similar story. My sister wanted me to read a book series that started with like The City of Bones or something. It was cool. The first book was cool, but then it like at the end it kind of went heavy into the romance thing. And at the time, you thought the main character and the girl that he was falling for, or whatever, were brother and sister. Turns out that they're not.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was really weird. It was supposed to make you think that they were brother and sister and that they shouldn't be fucking, falling for each other. And then the second book starts off with, oh, they're not actually brother and sister. It's like, what the fuck?
See, they did the reverse of a new clever.
I feel like the author just had her own kind of kink.
Yeah.
And when the fan base didn't accept it, they're like, she's like, well, let me backpedal real quick.
See, if this was Japanese.
Well, so
but if the reception would have been bad, then it would have probably turned into an NTR. But
yeah, I like the first book was actually, it was really good. And then it just I read like half of the second book. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I don't want to read this anymore.
Do of weird boners? I think that's the
No.
unofficial fanfic.
Wasn't into the weird boners, so I had to stop.
Like you're like, I've got a really weird bone right now. It's like that's the title of the book.
City of Bones.
Oh, for crying out loud.
That's good.
I think the next book was like City of Glass or something.
Shit, that sounds familiar. Well, like, I've heard a lot of times with City of Glass, so, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very popular for like young teen girls, like 13 through like 16 was like their biggest selling point.
Yep, they've done a few. That's just like 2 movies. I think a couple spin-off shit. I mean, it's like it's an IP at this point. Like, I think HBO has it.
Oh, it's probably nothing's ever gonna happen with it.
Maybe that's for the best.
I wish Disney would let go of the fucking rights to Aragon.
Oh,
Wait, dear God.
yeah.
Wait.
Because
That's what
it used to be owned by Fox, but
Yeah.
guess
I
who
thought it
bought
was a
Fox?
product. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just a ripe opportunity to pilfer that carcass and remake that shit. And probably get some better writers for
They'd
it.
probably fucking destroy it. Christopher Paolini, the author, he's tried to do shows and stuff. Like he wants to make it like a mini. I think he says he wants to make it a movie series, or I think he said it would be best as a movie series, like Lord of the Rings. But Netflix kind of wanted to do like a show like The Witcher kind of deal.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
And he said as long as he got a good like he was one of the lead voices and how it got made and like all the details and shit, that he would do it with them. And Disney's like, nope, shut down. It's like, you're not doing anything with it, let it go.
Dude, honestly, I think that he wanted of it. Like, that's really why Disney won't let it go. It's a hold of it. Simply tell the story that he wants to tell, regardless of what they want. And that'll it's like a Disney style dog who's totally fine with repurposing his life's work for political point. Yeah, that'd be a problem. Oh, Bobby, tell me what you think of Netflix getting a hold of these, bro. This is
What?
Bobby's Netflix. You hear? Netflix is doing the live action one.
You broke up the live action what?
One
One Piece?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're doing.
Oh no.
Oh, you'll love this part, bro. You'll love this. The and like I said, and I love it, Jake, that you're here. And this isn't even your fault. Here comes the politic. The showrunner on that One Piece Netflix show compared Monkey D. Luffy to Kamala
You're
Harris.
Brazilian. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. What is it? Part of the crew. There's a find the.
That's a
You're
That's a
pulling
Pirates
away.
of the Caribbean reference. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yeah, part of the ship. No. Yeah, he's let me see. One Piece showrunner. Kamala.
Okay, so they have to, if they're going to do that with One Piece is the best-selling manga of all time.
One of the.
I think it even beat out I think Dragon Ball Z was its biggest competitor, or Dragon Ball, like the whole series, but it got beat out too.
All right, guys, we'll love this here. Let me pull this up real quick. I've got the
Oh.
article from Lovely Bounding into Comics. Here, let's this is interesting just because let's start at the top. All right, so this is from his, but it's also on Twitter, from his Instagram. I'm not going to read through the article. We're just gonna. All right, so showrunner for Netflix's live action, yada yada. All right, equates monkey to Kamala, slave owning aristocrat Saint Charlos. Did I pronounce that right? To Donald Trump. So
What?
Huh? What?
Dude, that's
Am I-
insane.
there you go.
Okay,
Stephen, the Diary of a Mad Asian Man over here on some nonsense. It's
Okay, so,
video reference.
have you watched the clip of that? What that guy's talking about, Mark?
I haven't watched any clips. No, I haven't watched any clips. You mean, is there a reference? I'm not familiar with the character either.
Yeah,
Charlo
that's the insane part. Yeah, he's like
What
a
the-
horrible person.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I mean,
well, here's the other
fucked.
one. To those who think One Piece posts shouldn't be political or anti-fascist, here's a before and after of Saint Charlos.
Oh my god.
With Donald Trump there. So,
Jake, have you seen One Piece?
Yeah, I follow it like on and off whenever I feel for it. Last time I
I
dropped
get
that was
that.
Candy Island.
Oh, Totland.
No, Candy Island. Like post skip.
Post skip. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
talking about Big Mom, right?
Yeah, Big Mama.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
Big
you're-
Mama. All right.
Bro, she is big.
Is she a big old mama?
Oh yeah, she's a big old mama.
Yeah, big old mama with a lot of kids. Holy fucking Christ.
But
Well,
yeah, that like he's part of the Celestial Dragons. Celestial Dragons. He basically, the Celestial Dragons are painted as these just guys that think they're better than everybody else because they're what? Oh, God, it's been a hot minute. They're basically part of the royal families, I think, from like, what do they call that? Son of a bitch. But yeah, they basically think they're better than everybody else. They're super rich. You know, they spend billions of berries on mermaids and shit like that. Like, because it's a slave trading thing in Sabaody.
so they're slave trading mercs.
Yeah, they're slave trading. Everybody. Giants.
I gotta ask.
Uh,
I gotta ask. I shouldn't ask. I gotta ask though. And welcome back, Ashen. Welcome. Kid is in bed now. All right, let's go. But so how does one? I guess it's appropriate that the kid is. How does one have sex with a mermaid in One Piece? Is it ever touched?
No,
sex
no.
trafficking mermaids here. What are we doing?
I mean, probably, but it's never, mentioned in the anime.
All right. Go ahead. Go on. I just had to ask. I didn't mean to stuff.
No, you're good. But yeah. So like, basically, dude, like shoots people for walking in his path. Like, if you cross his path, not even realize it, it's super disrespectful to him, and he will literally shoot you. He tried to kill Zoro, but obviously that didn't work.
Right.
But that's a whole situation.
So
I think he
doesn't-
was riding on one of his slaves, and the slave was like crawling on his hands and knees. And when he died, or not when he died, when he got too tired, he basically said, "Get rid of this one, bring me another one." Basically, when he said "get rid of him," he basically said, "Go ahead and kill him."
Like a real piece of shit.
kind of like some Baron Harkonnen type vibes for like some there. Just super kind of feeding on the blood of the innocent to survive type
Well, not necessarily to survive, just to be a piece of shit, I guess, for convenience.
It's even
because you think it's your natural born right. Like,
Jesus.
I was born, therefore I get to do this. If you say different, you die.
Yeah, well, there you go. Perfectly explains it then, everybody.
Yeah, and Luffy, basically, if you touch a celestial dragon, the heaviest hitters from the Marines will come kill you, basically. Like, if you touch a celestial dragon, the admirals, which are the top of the top of the top on in the Marines, come to kill you. And
Who are
Luffy
the
straight up,
Marines?
the Marines are like they're like I don't know, what would you call them, Jake?
Marines in One Piece.
Yeah, what would you consider them as?
Naval military outfit for on behalf of the government. They sort of like
a special forces deal. Something?
No, there's like several branches onto it. So it's think of it like a world police in the series.
Shit.
But
Okay.
there's they got like this one central hub that's called Lion Lobbies, and then there's got like a far off prison where they send like the most decrepit fucking pirates to, which is like later in the series. But the like they're installed on like every governmental like level to like keep the peace on the seas, and they're essentially after pirates actively pirating or even like trying to make a name for themselves, a rep.
Yeah, and they're controlled by the world government too, so it's insane.
That is insane.
Yeah, like one of the admirals, they all have one of the strongest types of devil fruit you can have. They have logias, which basically you can turn into whatever element that fruit gives you. Like Akainu, he can turn himself into lava or magma.
Flaming hot magma.
Yes,
Dr. Evil reference.
flaming hot magma. What?
Flaming hot
I asked for sharks with
magma.
laser beams. You give me what was it, sea bass? But yeah, and one of them, the other two, one can turn into ice, and basically freeze you instantly if he gets a hold of you. Like you just dead. And the other guy can turn into light.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Austin Powers.
The admirals. But yeah, those guys will come down on you if you touch a celestial dragon. And Luffy, one of Luffy's friends, because he's a fisherman, which are seen as lower than like dogs. The celestial dragon shoots him, which is Luffy's friend, and then Luffy straight up decks the shit out of the dude. Like sends him flying through the wall.
Damn.
That's the kind of comparison they're making with Kamala and Trump. Like, calm down.
Oh Jesus, dude.
Yeah,
that's it's just, why even bother? I don't even understand why. Like, it's just solely to get points. But this dude, he wants to be political, and that's what he says. And what was it? To those who don't think one, I mean, he really doesn't even actually make any points with his thing that he said. It just was, he didn't actually make a comment. He just said, for those who think One Piece isn't political or anti-fascist, and then shows a picture of Donald Trump and that guy you're talking about. It's like, dude, you didn't even actually make an argument. So there's not even any like an intelligent thing here. It's just a guy being an asshole.
Hold on. The way that he made the point is exactly the fucking problem that I have with like people doing the comparison of Trump to Voldemort, or like whenever like using like fucking fiction, like fictional villains as a way to dehumanize or like simplify the evil that is representative of one person. I check out whenever I do like hear this stupid bullshit nowadays, because who the hell would compare fictional characters? It's the same thing. Like, this is going on a tangent again, but this whole like tweet the other day that was going around, like what are some like red flag movies that a person is interested in? It's the same fucking mentality. Like, if you're even keen on like watching or like have a passing interest in Taxi Driver or Joker or Fight Club, yeah, you're a red flag. You're a threat to society. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop that.
Yeah, it's really strange when we're talking about red flags, because that's just code word for. I mean, it's really not even code word. It just doesn't mean what we think it means. I mean, it means a red flag, but it's like red flag for them. It's like, uh-oh, these people don't believe what we think what they want us to. See, we've gotten political again. Ashton, I'm trying to pull up your comment, but my StreamYard is giving me some trouble here, and it's not letting me load. It's just I have to plug in my mouse. Give me one. I'm still here. I just have to shut my camera off and plug in my mouse so I can fidget here.
It's 2:35. I need to bounce because I'm gonna wake up and get my second shot in a couple of hours.
Oh, all right, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you feel better.
So, I hope that I will survive the fucking bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely don't die.
I hear that the side effects are varying, so it's going to be interesting to see what that will entail for me if I'm going to lay straight out for like weeks.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, man.
Be around if you want to chat. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, thanks. Pleasure's all mine. We've seen you. And goodbye, Bobby, and goodbye, Ashton.
Later.
Bye.
Yep, I think Ashton makes a great point here. Twitter's designed to make people act this way. That is why I don't touch it anymore. Yeah, I totally agree. I got off of Facebook. I got off of Facebook the same way you probably got off of Twitter, Ashton. I felt it deep in my soul, and I was like, I cannot do this anymore. And I haven't been on it in probably 3 years now. And I hated it. And I hated the way that it made me feel. And I hated that it basically was like, I would put my phone down and then I'd pick it right back up and go back to checking Facebook. It's like, all right, dude, this has to stop. I hate this thing.
Yeah, Facebook's hella toxic.
Yeah. Ashton says, fun fact, mermaids release eggs. If you get them to release their eggs, there is room for human-style coitus. Oh, I see. So you got to get up in the egg hole. That's what you're saying. But they have to have the eggs out, because otherwise that's just... Honestly, I don't want to really think about it. Like, what is that? Is that murder? It's horrible. Hey, Ryan Wynn. What's up, sir? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming by. Yep, perfect timing. Yes. Yeah, no. To be fair, I said I didn't want to discuss it, but it is a horrible thing Ashton's talking about over here. Mermaid sex. Oh my. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the live action One Piece goes,
mm-hmm.
They are really gonna have to do justice to it, because you think the Dragon Ball Z fan base is like hardcore?
Ooh.
They are nothing compared to the One Piece fan base.
Dude. I will tell you what, I've been getting lately here flashbacks of that Dragon Ball Z live action movie. Ashton says you get a snack afterwards. That is... Yep.
Caviar.
Oof. Ashton always fills my head with wonders.
Just things to think about while I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't have thought to do it there, but there you go. You put it in the egg sack, I guess. I thought he was going to go with you just fertilize the eggs. It's like, no. Just sort of busted load on the eggs like any respectable sort of sea creature. Anyway, let me see about getting back to drawing here. We got about 30 more minutes on this. Hanging out and drawing. I just had to adjust my. I got no snare in my headphones. I almost said snare in my microphone. Sorry, Pat.
No, Dragon Ball Evolution is the reason we got the 2 Dragon Ball Super movies and the Dragon Ball Super show.
That live action movie?
Yep, that's the whole reason we got it.
Wow.
Because
do go on.
Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, basically they had to ask him if it was okay. And when they brought him what they wanted to do, he was so disturbed by it that he was like, do not call that Dragon Ball. He says, you guys don't even know what it's about. Y'all don't understand it. I don't even know if you've even read the material. He basically was hating on it before they'd even made it. He goes, look, do whatever you want, but do not tie my name to that.
Yeah.
And then when it came out, he was so disgusted by it. He goes, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to make more Dragon Ball. He said, just to shit on you and show you what real Dragon Ball is. And that's why he wrote the movie Battle of the Gods.
Nice. Okay. I can dig it. It's a good inspirational tune. Yeah. I think like 2 years ago, maybe like 2018, the director, was either the director or the writer for that movie, actually issued a public apology. It was like a full essay of just, yeah, I mean, you can read it. I've read it. It's worth it's worth a laugh, I guess. I mean, it's like he basically just admits that the movie was ass, and that I think he actually says he wasn't familiar with the source material, and yeah, it's just
as long as he realizes.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he didn't realize now, dude, you'd have to be living in some kind of bubble. You'd have to just not be on the internet. That's all, because it'd be impossible not to know.
That or he made it, saw a couple of nice tweets about it, and then died.
Oh no.
And that's the only way you could not realize that you made a completely shit movie.
He's just sitting in his computer chair, and he gets a tweet in. He gets like 3 or 4 tweets in. He's got a glass of Chardonnay. Like the movie just released on Netflix, and people are like, you know what? I remember this is much better than I remember. And then he just takes a sip and then has a heart attack and dies with a smile on his face.
The people who have never seen the original Dragon Ball. Like, oh, I liked it. It's good action adventure,
Well, I don't
Dude, I remember watching the trailer and Goku was going to school and I immediately was like, I'm sorry, the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is
That's sort
Goku...
of how I feel about Gohan, though. Like, when he goes to school, I'm like, I really hated that. We've talked about this in person, but the way Gohan got treated with, like, I think when he goes to college and becomes Saiyan Man, it's like,
Yeah, that's the whole reason Gohan didn't become the main. I would say the whole reason. It was a large contributor as to why Gohan didn't become the main character.
Yeah.
They used to do these polls in, I want to say it was Shonen Jump. It may not have been Shonen Jump, but they used to do these polls, and it was like, who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? And this was like, I want to say they started doing it after the Cell Saga, but I think they were doing it beforehand. And Gohan was like in the top 5, like no doubt, like easy. I think he might have been number 1 at one point or number 2. And during the Saiyaman saga, Gohan literally went from like 1 to like 5, and then just all the way until the point where he wasn't even on the roster anymore. Because of the Saiyaman saga. And Akira Toriyama was like, well, I really don't like writing for him anyway. I like writing for Goku. and it seems that the fans don't like him anymore. So that's why he
Sounds like
switched
he
back to
kinda-
Goku.
It sounds like he kind of killed him off, to be honest, in a way. Ashton says the movie made no sense if you didn't know the source material. Yeah,
That's fair. Yeah.
it's. I mean, it's. You know what? I almost tried the other day. That's still saved in my watch later queue. I think it's on Amazon, or it might be on HBO. Either way, it's Tekken, the live action Tekken movie. Um, I don't know anything about whether it's good or bad. It's likely bad, right? I mean, it's probably bad. But
I don't know. I never watched it.
I do love Tekken. My first I got two PlayStation 2 games when I first got my PlayStation way back in the day, and that was Tekken Tag Tournament and Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. And yeah, bro, absolutely great times, great times. So yeah, I was thinking about trying that for fun. What, the Street Fighter live action movie? That's not much better. I mean, that's than the Dragon Ball Z one. Although, I mean, maybe it's. I don't know. The last I saw it was certainly a stinker. But Street Fighter. Street Fighter's cool. I enjoyed the new Mortal Kombat, which a lot of people hated. But
Yeah, it was like a split decision. Like, I understand why people didn't like it, and I understand why other people did.
yeah, I'm kind of in that boat too. It's like I get the complaints that people had; they make sense. Oddly enough, to me, it just didn't bother me. I think like the two biggest complaints were Johnny Cage wasn't in the movie, and I think people shot themselves in the foot. Whoever the hell that was it the director? Was it somebody that said, "Well, the reason we didn't cast Johnny Cage was because we didn't want any. We had enough white men in the movie." And it's like that was the exact wrong thing to tell an entire group of customers before you launch something that you want everybody to love. It's like you just shat on half the customer base. So that was incredibly dumb. And I think a lot of people said, fuck that movie just right then and there. And then I think the other complaint was that they never got to the tournament. That's the other thing people said, but to me that actually makes sense because yes, they didn't get to the tournament. Shang Shung that
Shang
come
Tsung.
on. Thank you, buddy.
Gotcha.
He broke the rules. And yeah, Raiden and the gang had to pull it out of his pubic hair. That's a Tenacious D reference. No. Yeah, but it makes sense, right? So instead of like allowing for the tournament to start, Shang Tsung breaks the rules and attacks Raiden and his team before the tournament. And then that's why we technically, quote unquote, never get to the tournament. I think it's like a day, 2 days before the tournament starts. And I liked the ending too, where they set it up to have Johnny Cage come in the next movie. Now, as long as they don't fuck around and like disrespect him and kill him,
Yeah.
then I think we're good. But Liu Kang not being the main character, that's the other one, right? But that's one that I have a harder time defending. The only element of it that's like that honestly I actually kind of liked was I played the Shaolin Monk Mortal Kombat game back in the day where it was
Fucking loved that game.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Liu Kang and Kung Lao team up game where you just beat them up through Mortal Kombat levels all the way to the Emperor at the end, fucking Shao Kahn. So yeah, it's yeah. So that made sense when I saw the two of them together. That's the first thing I thought was Shaolin monks. Ultimately, did they just create a new character to be the main character? Yeah, that's sure. But again, I mean, I like what they did. Maybe I would say Goro could have had a little more screen time. But
his ass died quick.
Yeah, I kind of like how they at least did him. At least I like that he just showed up like a raging bull. You know what I mean? It was like just out of fucking nowhere. There's Goro, and he's a full handful. So I kind of liked that. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen. He didn't need to be more talk. I didn't even necessarily need more talking or thought out of him. I just would like to have more screen time. Oh God, Ashton says I never liked Johnny Cage. Break his neck again. Oh
Damn.
man, brutal.
Damn.
Ashton's he's sweet and sour. It just depends. No,
Oh,
but
kids.
yeah, no, I liked. A lot of people thought the Annihilation, the second Mortal Kombat movie, was cheesy, and yeah, Johnny Cage dies right at the start of that one. If they killed him right at the start, or if they killed him at all in the second one, I think they'd be wrong. And it made sense why they killed him in the second one of the first series, because we had a whole movie with him before. And it really kind of sets the bar right away. I mean, it's a beloved character. It's kind of a ballsy move, but I think to try it again, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sort of holding my bias because of what that person said, if I'm being honest. But maybe this is why we don't say these things. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just rambling.
No, I definitely understand your point, though.
Get back to
I'm excited to see this One Piece thing. You definitely piqued my interest with this.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say they'll. I am almost certain that it's gonna flop and it's gonna receive tremendous backlash.
Yeah, it's funny though that I was just saying something about somebody on the Mortal Kombat team, shit talking the fans. That Cowboy Bebop lady did the same exact thing here lately. The Faye Valentine actress. I don't know if you caught that. Have you seen that? The live action Cowboy Bebop?
I have not. Is
Oh,
it on
wow.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's a Netflix joint. It's not out yet. Hang on. Let me Google. Yeah, no, they did. It's coming out. I don't know when, but yeah, the actress from that plays Faye Valentine just came out. Like, it's basically as soon as the costumes dropped, came out and was just sort of talking shit about the fans. Yada yada. I mean, there's no need to make a video directed at the fans about calling them thirsty man children, blah blah. Like, and honestly, I'm not even sure that anybody had started complaining yet. I mean, it seemed to be pretty quick. Regardless, I mean, it's just more of like the same. Like, hire a publicist. If you get to this level of it, hire somebody to run your Twitter and tell them, do not be mean to people. That would be, I think, ideal. Yeah, trying to get this pulled up. Jesus. All right. I'm used to using a mouse, and using a trackpad is like a real pain in the balls. A real pain in the balls. All right. Sorry, Ashton. I know you're there, being a real OG. All right, here we go. So, out of this cast, I actually like John Cho, but not necessarily. I mean, honestly, I guess he's as good as like a mainstream guy you might have got. I know people wanted Keanu Reeves. I'm not so sure about that. But I like John Cho from Harold and Kumar. I recognize from something, but I don't recall what it was. But yeah,
it looks like. Hold on. It maybe looks like the chick from Cobra Kai, maybe. But it's hard to see on the
Cobra Kai.
It's hard to see. I need to get a better look at her. Hold on.
I'll just Google her. Name's Danielle Pineda. What do we got here? All right. Okay. She was in Jurassic World, which I didn't know. And I guess she was in vampire stuff, Vampire Diaries. Maybe I know her from Jurassic World, but I honestly saw that movie. This new run of Jurassic stuff I only saw once, and it just didn't really tickle me, to be frank.
Yeah, me neither. I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool, but it's like it just doesn't have the same.
The breakout scenes are the best part. I mean, those are like when the dinosaurs break out for the first time and eat everybody. It's like, all right, that's fun. But Ashton says, I never got why so many people liked One Piece. I watched up until they got to that city where the Pirate King was burned. Bobby, what do you know about that?
Oh, you're talking about you haven't even gotten into the Grand Line yet. Did you like Arlong Park?
I don't know anything about One Piece really. I've caught like I can't get past like probably the first, I don't know, what, 10 episodes maybe.
It's very slow at the beginning, but if you get to Arlong Park and you still don't like it, like if you don't have any inclination to watch it after Arlong Park, then it's not for you, I would say. And that's fine. There's a lot of mainstream stuff that I just don't care for. It's not that it's objectively bad, it's just not my, niche.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Demon Hunter, that's one I'd like to get back into, but yeah, we'll probably go to Bleach after finishing Yu Yu
I
Hakusho.
love Bleach. Fucking love Bleach. And it's the new season. They're gonna drop the first episode. It premieres in December.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get into it so we can get on board here. Ashton says it. All of it was kind of repetitive.
Well, I get that. It was when they first started airing it. It was meant to be sort of episodic, with a little bit of build. Obviously, some episodes are going to link together, but they're going to have like a short period of time, like a short amount of episodes are going to wrap up the conflict at the beginning, to be able to introduce the crew and stuff. And he said it wasn't supposed to last more than 5 years, the manga, and it just took off. So I can see that, but I would definitely. It is tough because it seems to drag on in places.
To me,
especially
it all
compared
blurs
to newer
together.
anime.
Yeah, it just sort of maybe so much time at sea, man. It all starts to look the same out there.
I totally get like what y'all are saying. Trust me, definitely get it. There was a couple episodes I just totally phased through. It gets more unique and better. Like the writing improves so much after. I would say it gets crazy after. Let's see. When you really want to keep watching it, like you're like, oh, dude, I wonder what happens next. I want to watch this whole thing in one sitting. Is probably, what do they call it? I can't remember the name of the arc. It's the one where they meet Vivi.
Have you seen this show, Bobby? Ashton Jackal says RE0 season 2 was one of my biggest anime disappointment. I'd say Sword Art Online season 2 that let me down. Like I was really enjoying season 1, and then you zip into season 2, and it is an entirely different show in a way. But yeah, have you seen RE0?
Oh, I have not seen ReZero. I've seen a little bit of it. My brother fucking loves it.
James?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. That's cool.
But no, I haven't seen it. Although he wants me to watch it.
Yeah, put it on your list. I want to get into some of that. I heard I saw it years ago. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. I heard that Adult Swim released some kind of something the other day, but there's supposed to be a Junji Ito anime coming around here soon. That he does like a lot of Japanese manga, like horror manga. He's sort of the guy for that. He's like sort of the Stephen King of Japanese horror manga. I don't know any of the titles off the top of my head, but I know he also does like classical stories. He's got like a Frankenstein, but he's really known for like really strange imagery, as the Japanese are sort of want to do. But you ever heard of that guy, Junji Ito, Bobby?
There's only a couple of mangakas that I actually know the name of.
Okay.
And they're like, big ones. Like Tight Kubo.
Akira Toriyama, right?
Yeah, Akira Toriyama.
What's the dude that did Naruto? I feel like I know his name.
I don't know. Like, I only know like 3 or 4.
Him and his brother are both creators. The dude that does Naruto. I think also the dude that does One Piece as well. I think his brother also is an artist.
Oda is the guy that does One Piece, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, I'm about to pull up some Junji Ito. Ashton says season 1 was one of the biggest anime seasons, period. The second is 95% boring, talking, and screaming. Dang,
that's
so
nice.
Was it a horror anime? Ashton's a horror guy, so I'm having a feeling it was.
We're talking about ReZero still?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so the premise of it is like this dude. I wish I could remember. It's been a long time since I watched the first couple episodes, but basically he dies and gets transferred to some world, another world, pretty much. And when he dies, he just like restarts that day.
Okay. Sure. The ReZero part. All right. Interesting. That's a shame. It sounds like it might have petered out there.
I think the reason I didn't want to watch it or stopped watching it was because that wasn't the kind of anime I wanted to watch at that time. I wanted to watch something more serious, a little more, because it's funny. It's a lot of comedy, and it has its serious moments. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my!
But
are you looking at these, Bobby?
I think it's more lighthearted. What's this?
This is Junji Ito. Yeah, last I heard a while, like 2 or 3 years ago, Adult Swim was doing some kind of Junji Ito
look up
show.
I think its name is Kento Miura.
Kento, that's the dude from Berserk.
Yeah, that's the dude that he wrote the Berserk manga. I think that's how you say his name.
Ashton says it had horror elements. When he restarts, he remembers his death every time and starts traumatizing him. Okay.
It's Kentaro Miura.
Kentaro Miura.
Wow. Okay, some piece of shit on eBay is because so when Kentaro Miura died, one of the things he wanted to do is he wanted to make his manga in this giant like format where they scale up the pages so that you can more easily see all the detail and all the hard work you put into the drawings.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what they did for him. Like after he died, was they made the deluxe edition, and it's fucking massive. I've got 5 of the volumes. I think they've only got 5 out right now.
Nice. Okay.
But I got 5 of the big, and I'm telling you, dude, they're fucking the biggest book I've ever owned by, no doubt.
Sweet.
But yeah, look up some of his, like just look up Kentaro Miura.
Yeah, I have some pulled up actually.
Look up
Ashton
Disturbing,
says,
I guess.
Talking about ReZero, it isn't very lighthearted. It has levity. but it is actually very heavy. You know what I haven't finished? We've talked about it, Bobby, before. I haven't finished it, and I'm saddened to hear that it probably will never be finished, at least in DVD format. Dead Man Wonderland.
Yeah, I actually started that not too long ago. I enjoyed it.
Oh, that show, I really enjoyed it. It's just, it's hard to watch because you like the guy. You feel bad for this kid, and he sees the worst kind of shit and gets brutalized like every episode.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
but
think I
the
watched
show,
like 5 episodes so far,
yeah,
but been freaking insanely busy at work,
yeah.
which it's calmed down.
That's
Right.
good.
At the moment, yeah. Thank God. But so go back to ReZero. To be fair, I have only seen other than those first couple episodes, like clips of like, funny shit that happens or seen memes of it. And my brother, when he shows me stuff, he show me something funny that happens. But so I may have gotten the wrong impression of it.
You did. Da. That's all your fault. I'm just kidding.
Nah, it's all right.
I'm just
gonna
looking
go
at
commit seppuku or how the fuck do you say that?
Shipuku.
No,
No.
What when you 86
Seppuku.
yourself? Seppuku. Yeah, seppuku. That's how you say it.
Okay. Well, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's actually good timing because my headphones literally are about to die. So, and then we're at the 2-hour mark. So we'll go ahead and end the stream here. But yeah, Bobby, if you want to hang out for a sec, we'll chat. But Ashton, thanks for coming by, buddy. Thank you, everybody that came by the stream. And yeah, we will catch y'all next time. So.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.